So my goal today is to encourage you, inspire you, and to share ideas of growth that could be a pivoting point for you to thrive. I feel like the most important thing I'm going to say today is put people first, not profits, money, or strategies. And today, as we delve into the new marketing in the new age of lockdown recovery, proficiencies for growing a business is a valuable tool to walk through. Newscast after newscast keeps us informed to practice social distancing, no large groups. But as you know, our businesses have decreased drastically, and some have even stopped. For those living paycheck to paycheck, their life has been devastated, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And as we think about going forward from COVID-19, the normal that we knew will not be our new normal. When was the last time that an event caused the world to change? 9/11. Our travel will never be the same. Laws are tougher on anti-money laundering, which is good. But we have wiretapping and other surveillance that can be done when we don't know what's happening. And the U.S. Department of Homeland Security was created. Winston Churchill said, "Success is going from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm." And that takes a lot of grit and intestinal fortitude. It's been reported that Winston Churchill experienced 51 9/11s. So to fully embrace change, we all need to be equipped with a strategy. Having strategies like a compass, it points you in the right direction when you feel lost. I really like this quote by Chuck Swindoll. Every opportunity is surrounded by a problem. We are all faced with opportunities that are brilliantly described as impossible situations. So I think we're in a very positive place because we're surrounded by so many problems, but we are also have available to us so many new opportunities if we understand and we persevere to embrace. But we must be proactive and take immediate action to mitigate the short and long-term results of global pandemic. So what's the difference between growth and change? Change is inevitable. It's automatic, whether we like it or not, good or bad. And one of the main reasons people have such a difficult time coping with forced change is because it literally hits us out of the blue, sweeps us off our feet, and engulfs us in a state of uneasiness and agitation. So let's change our mindsets to step into this change curiously and size up our situation. We need to look at the facts of the situation without assuming any motives or meanings. And you know what that means is putting our emotions on the back burner. Growth is a guided change that must be planned. I like this quote by John Maxwell. He says, "Growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow is going to get better." So, what can you do to change to grow? Well, you can plan your growth, be a resilient learner, organize to grow your business, know your avatar. That's real important. Communicate the message to each one of your avatar segments that attracts interest for your product or service. And then just flat out go out and make it happen. You know, examples of success of the following successes that I'm going to share with you, they really encourage me to help me expand my thinking and know that I really can grow and thrive. And I hope it does for you too. So these examples that I'm going to share with you, you can see that success was not accidental, but strategically planned. In 1906, Henry Ford produced 9,000 automobiles a year. Over the next 10 years, he increased his production by 85% to where he produced 900,000 automobiles a year. Another household name, Amazon, In 1996, they sold several hundred books a day. In 2020, they sell about 2 billion books a day. Quite a change. In 1987, Starbucks had 6 stores in Seattle, Washington, and now they have over 300,000 worldwide. All of this took strategy, growth, and a willingness to change. You know, to thrive in the new normal, we must look beyond everything do it yourself. And I've had people say, but I can go to this place and learn and get this free, and then we can go here and learn, and then we can go there and learn. But we have to look beyond everything do it yourself. For us to be able to grow, we have to be able to hire or outsource to our weaknesses. We are not all-encompassing. I don't want my doctor to understand what I do because I want my doctor to understand and know what to do when I have a medical situation that needs to be looked at. You know, Franklin Resources, which is the parent firm of the fund manager Franklin Templeton, who has $580 billion in client assets, they just bought a digital wealth platform for $5.4 billion. It's an open architect platform that relies on smart automation technology. They had to look beyond what they knew, and they purchased a company that could do it for them. We need to graduate from sticky notes, lists, Excel spreadsheet, and whiteboards to level up and employ some heavy equipment to capture and convert our customers. So I'm going to take these next few minutes to tell you what I'm doing for marketing in this new age of lockdown recovery. So I encourage you to use this time of change as a catalyst to propel you towards something bigger and better. The choice is each of ours to make. Reaching our customers will require creativity and technology. John Maxwell said, "Great leaders embrace technology." And you know, it all starts with your message. Growth requires discipline, which in turn requires you to formalize its organizational structure by specifically asking questions, assigning authority and responsibility. Things need to be considered like core competencies or strength theories. Strategies that can give you a competitive advantage in the marketplace. I think this is one of the most important things, at least it is for me. Of course, I know who my current customers are, but who do I want my new customers to be? So this is called the avatar, but there are so many segments in my business for different that create my avatar. So what do your customers look like? I think having actual pictures of the people help your thought process to identify and relate to the avatar. It has for me. What attracts your customer segments? What channel can you go through to reach those people? Can you reach them through email, mail outs, or ads on social media? It's all about automated marketing. So you can attract the people through multiple platforms, email, social media, text messages. And then you need to nurture each one of your avatar segments to make your message targeted, specific to individual interests, features, benefits, demographics, probable needs. And then our content has to be dynamic, creative, in written form, video form, and in free downloads. We always want to leave them wanting for more. But our responses in all this must be automatic and integrated into our CRM system. then because this prioritizes us based upon multiple response factors to know who's really interested right now. I like to help everybody, but I can't because not everybody is ready to be helped. But I need to know who's interested right now so I can change my focus for them to help them obtain what they want. And of course, all of this needs to be measured effectively. Why? Why do we need automated marketing? There's one thing that we can never, ever replace, and that's our time. Once it's gone, it's gone. So we don't have time to personally talk to everybody. When I was in the old normal and going to network marketing meetings, I didn't have time to talk to each and every person that I met. I had to pick 2 or 3. And hopefully I had time the next week with all of my other network marketing meetings to have a one-on-one and follow up with them. But did I really specifically know honestly what they needed, each individual one? No, because I wasn't giving them all of the information they needed to make a choice. Automated market helps optimize your time by automating repetitive tasks and taking advantage of the internet and social media. For example, recording your sales presentation, placing it into a funnel, so people can watch it at their convenience and sometimes more than once. As we're home right now and sometimes not sleeping at night, we need to have our information available 24/7 to people. And then we need next steps to be able to get the information to the people who are interested. And with that, we need tools. And there's many available for us to utilize. Why? The behavior. People don't typically buy on a whim. They're going to review your product presentations, research online reviews and competitors, and then they're going to forget about it, go about their day. And if you're not in front of them when they're ready to move forward, someone else will be, and someone else will get their business. But if you have automated marketing, you're going to be there to follow up and follow up to be able to help them. So automated marketing in action. So all of us have seen ads on Facebook, clicked them, submitted our information, gotten a free download, which is a call to action. And if you don't buy, you're going to receive a text message, and maybe the next day an email offer. And then after that, schedules offers via email or text. So when a customer does purchase, then you're going to want to send an email to review, and then to send them another email to give them a discount on other scheduled offers coming up. All of this takes time, and if we don't have it automated, there's no way that we can follow up and make the best out of every inquiry that we have. So if you're like me and you have free consultations and they say yes, and if they're not scheduled in 30 minutes, then you can send them a text reminder. There's so much that can happen in 30 minutes. Something happens with the kids, you have another phone call, you get an urgent email, you happen to scroll through Facebook and see a funny video. And so you text them a reminder, and the next day, if they're not scheduled, you email them a reminder. And then when they do schedule, you can email them a reminder for the appointment. So it's easier for people to learn about your product and act. It's the more likely that they will do business with you. So it's up to us to make it easy for our consumers. And this is beyond the capability of most small business owners. I know it is me. So it's best to use a pro. So I'm using Jade, and she's been fantastic to work with. She has inexpensive packages starting as low as $300 a month, and she does free consultations through her website. to be in touch with you. So life is not about how fast you run or how high you climb, but how well you bounce. And you all probably know about the rubber ball factor. Well, through this research, I learned about it, about being resilient, about the ability to resist and recover and cope with adversity. This is a process which enabled us to adapt to inevitable challenges, changes, uncertainties, problems, and setbacks in life as a result of circumstances out of our control. It's not about what happens to us. It's what happens in us that will make a difference in the crisis.